Hey guys, this is Comic Inno, and today I'm doing a review for Supergirl. Finally, we're back from kind of this small hiatus, but still a hiatus for Supergirl. So let's start talking about the episode. Here we get to see Supergirl is inhabited by red kryptonite, and that means Kara has gone full-time evil, and at first it's just at work, her being like snarky, trying out new clothes, and then you see her really tell the truth to people, to James saying, hey, I like you, but obviously in a red kryptonite way, telling Alex that, you know, the truth of saying that she always feels like Alex has to be better than her, and always pushed her back, so that's another truth, quote-unquote truth that she told Alex. And also we see what would happen if Supergirl would go evil, destroying the city, people not trusting her anymore, because this has really been a show that's, you know, embraced their hero, especially because of Cat Grant, and here we see even Cat Grant doubt Supergirl. And in the end, we have Kara just break down and realize all the bad she's done. And now it's, you know, the next couple of episodes is going to have to be her trying to gain her city back and trying to gain the respect of her city. The big plot progression in this episode, though, is that John, during this whole experience, actually reveals that he is the Martian Manhunter to the world. So now everyone knows that Hank was an alien, and now he's locked up in the DEO. So where is that story going to go? We'll have to find out. But I really enjoyed this episode. I thought this was a very good emotional roller coaster. And I remember, you know, because I read the tweets from the Paley Fest that they showed this episode at, and they had some quotes. And the writer said that our favorite villain is Melissa, you know, Supergirl, because what's better than being your own worst enemy? And I think that's so true in this episode, is Melissa / Supergirl / Kara was the best villain, because you get to see all this bottled up stuff that was happening during this whole season really come out, and obviously in a way that is a little either, you know, some of it is truthful, some of it is just mean and vindictive, but you see it come out. And I guess what I love about this is seeing, you know, these relationships fleshed out even more, which is what I love about the show, that every episode can do that. I'm going to save Cat Grant for last because I think that was the most interesting. But you have Jimmy and Kara finally admit, like, kind of their feelings for each other. And Jimmy not being ready because of what Kara said about Lucy, which I thought was interesting. A poor man's Lois Lane was the description of Lucy Lane. Of course mean, but I thought that was an interesting quote. And so that relationship was interesting. Probably not the best because, again, it's back and forth of like, oh, well, we can't do this right now. It's like, all right, do it or not. You're kind of prolonging this a bit. But you understand for the romantic drama. You even have, you know, small plot progressions with Saban and her being fired in this episode, which I'm guessing that's really the reason she's going to become Silver Banshee, which should be coming up soon, because we know she's going to be Silver Banshee in the crossover, and that's the end of the month. So I'm guessing it's going to be next episode. We'll see some more Silver Banshee-ness, or just the start of Silver Banshee, which I'm really excited for. And just to mention, because you guys know I'm a Chasing Life fan also, it just seems like Italia Ricci's characters always get fired from journalism jobs. That's just like the trend in Chasing Life, and now in this show. But it was fun to see, and now seeing that Kara is her worst enemy. But let's go into the three, I think, major relationships that were shifted here was John's relationship with the girls, Alex's relationship with Kara, and then Cat Grant's relationship with Supergirl. More Supergirl than Kara. Starting out with Alex and Supergirl. Well, first of all, let me mention about that scene where we get to see Kara realize everything she's done. I choked up from that scene. That was a beautiful scene. And again, once again, great performance by Melissa Benoist, where you just feel it. You feel that this weight, she has to release it. And she's realized everything she's done, and she's like, oh my God, that was me. It's like I was looking at myself in a mirror that it didn't seem like me, and I was seeing myself do these actions, but I didn't have control. And it was just a powerful scene where she just breaks down and Alex says, no, I forgive you. And it really shows the bond of the sisters where, I think the hardest thing for Alex to hear was Kara saying, you're not my blood, so you're not my sister. That was definitely a great scene. So, again, we do get to see some truths in that scene, though. Because it kind of is true that Alex wants to control Kara in some ways. But I don't think it's that, oh, she's too powerful and I need to bring her down. I think it's more of a big sister way that she always wants to protect her. And hopefully that will be something that's explored in future episodes. But I think that's the reason Alex does those things. She does play that big sister role and she wants to protect Kara. And in that way, she kind of has to be in control to protect Kara. So I think that's the real reasons this happens, and I like that truth comes out. Another big one, John, it took a really long time for John to reveal that he's Martian Manhunter. It's something he didn't want to do, and when he saw that Alex was in trouble from the hands of Kara, he said, no, this is the end. I don't care who knows. And I will reveal myself if it means protecting these two girls. And it goes back to that family dynamic that you don't have to be blood to be family, and which is a theme I love about Supergirl. And we see that with John, really Kara and Alex are his daughters, and you're seeing that bond grow even more in this episode, and the lengths he will go to, the length that he never wanted to go to, he goes to with these two girls, and I thought that was a great scene. But I think the most powerful scene here, and it's been a while since I've said this, but Cat Grant, something I really enjoyed about Cat Grant here is that you have the exterior Cat Grant being, catty. That's the best way to put it. She wants it her way. She's a bit selfish and she's a bit egotistical. But when it comes down to it, she wants a hero in her life too. And I think that became really relevant in this episode where Kat did not want to give up on Supergirl. Even though she saw all these things happen, she did not want to give up on her. But what I like about Kat too is that she's a realistic character. She's not a two-dimensional character where she'll, look the other way while Supergirl's doing all this stuff. She is a reporter, and she had to report on the things going on. And I loved how they played that line where Kat did not want to do this, but she had to. And she's like, it's my job to let people know about Supergirl, even though I personally know there must be something going on that she's acting this way. And that ending scene with Supergirl and Kat, that was an amazing scene where Kara's just kind of saying it all, saying why she loves this city so much, and Kat says, I forgive you. Of course, we're going to have to work out some things that you threw me off a building, and your city's going to have to trust you again, but I do forgive you and understand what you're going through. And I think the best part of that scene was where Kara just sits on the ledge and says, can I sit here for a while? And these two girls are just, these two women are just sitting next to each other, looking at the skyline. I thought that was such a beautiful scene. And I also loved how Kara, depicted National City, saying that she loves that every window has a story. And I think that's very much a journalistic point of view where you say every person has a story to tell. And I enjoyed that. And hopefully we will see more of a journalism side with Kara in future seasons, which I'm sure we will. I think we got a good glimpse of that. But this is a very powerful episode with some great performances. And yes, it wasn't an episode that really progressed the plot too much besides with Martian Manhunter and I guess a little bit with Saban. But it's a much needed episode with character development and showing the many dimensions of these characters. Again, something I really enjoy about this show. But also doing a really cool comic booky plot, which is Red Kryptonite. And seeing Kara being a different person, and that goes again to Melissa Benoist's great performance of playing this different character, which we've already seen a lot of that and it's only the first season. I guess my minor complaint of the episode plot-wise is that I didn't love how they made the Red Kryptonite with Maxwell Lord. I thought it was a little convenient. So I kind of wish they explained Red Kryptonite a little bit better in the creation of it. But overall, it is a beautiful, great episode. I think it's one of my favorites of the season. It was really well done and pumped up for this Flash Supergirl crossover very soon. And the next episode, I guess, is going to be just the aftermath of, you know, what the city thinks of Supergirl. So great episode. Of course, I'll have a review for Supergirl next week. This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there are links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. I'll see you guys later.